Hi there guys, and welcome back. Another video with me. As you've seen in the last video, I lowered my van in a very sketchy way. I have been driving it now for probably about a week and had no problems at all. It's not causing me any issues. Since that video, we have actually lowered it just a little bit more, because as you can see, I am now actually tucking tyre, which is fantastic. So now at least we know how much low we need, so we know what springs to buy and struts and whatever. So kind of a little bit of R&D really. But today this is not about my van, this is about Tom and his van. So Tom's got in fact Tom can tell you.
Got a 1994 2.4 Volkswagen Transporter. I've already bought the DRL headlights with the LED side lights, and well, it's got standard bulbs in it, but I can always upgrade the bulbs. But the point of fitting the new main wiring loom for the headlights is so I can run the operated headlights bulbs and have brighter output of awesomeness.
Which is the scientific way of saying we're putting a new loom in this. So far, as you can see, Tom has actually removed the front of the van. Only a couple of bolts to it. If you have a earlier van, as Tom does, it actually comes off as the side panels and the actual grille itself. But if you have a slightly later van, is one big piece. And then there's only 4 bolts, as you can see on the back of the headlights. Only 4 places where it connects, and then a couple of little connectors, and the bulb will come completely out. And then you get to this stage. Now we need to look at fitting this new loom that he bought. There is instructions on this, and the guy who sells it is very informative, but we thought it might be good to make a little video to go along with this, because it's always good to have pictures, because the pictures in the instructions aren't very clear, and we thought it might be good just to have like a little video to go along with it. So here we are. So once we get a little bit further, we will pick up the camera and show you what we're doing. On this new loom, it does actually come with new relays that replace the original ones. So Tom has been very busy removing sorry for the wind, but Tom has been removing the old ones. They actually do locate back here somewhere. Don't know where I am. About there. Oh, in fact, there it is there. So you need to remove that. It's only held together with a couple of bolts. So yeah, you need to remove all of this. The little box, the power wire that goes into there. And it does come with a new power and ground. Once you've done all this, essentially that lot replaces it. You have all of these. Oops, sorry. Then you have this that connects in, and this one. And the same on the other side. And essentially that's it. I think that's the plan.
I hope so, otherwise I'm going to burn my van. Anyone want to buy a van?
Right, well, we've managed to take everything apart, and we've managed to put the loom roughly where we think it's going to go. We have got a leisure battery in this van. So the way that they put it is they put the normal battery here on its side and a leisure battery next to it. And the way that the loom needs to go is the negative goes up here and the positive obviously goes down to here. But because this is set up for a normal style battery, the negative isn't long enough because of the way we have to put everything. So what we've decided to do is to put these relays here. We're going to find a way of mounting them up there. There's just about enough room for the negative to reach. The wiring for the headlight, which is this one, it's just long enough to sit there. And as you can see on the back of the headlight, we have got ample space there for it to connect as well. And the loom for there's the positive, which is just ridiculously long, so we don't need to worry about it. There you go, that's how long the positive is. And then the loom for the other side, which goes to the other light, is drooped in the engine bay, goes all the way along, and is more than long enough. So that's not the problem, but that's the way that we've managed to figure it out. Like I said, if the van battery was in the original space on the side up here, the relays will be able to mount in the factory position, which is this bolt hole and this bolt hole, and it would be absolutely fine. But this is the way that we figured out of doing it. We're gonna probably zip tie the relays over here somewhere out of the way, so it's not actually that hard a job, to be fair.
I would just like to point out, the batteries were like that when I bought it. I didn't put them like that. They've been set up to run in parallel, and for the leisure battery to act as a secondary charging unit for the main battery. It's not how it should be done. I think it's probably the cheapest option you can have, because whoever set it up like this couldn't be bothered to set it up the way that most people do, which is leisure battery inside, relays, converters, all that sort of stuff. But we're just making the most of it, and when we get around to redoing the battery and everything, we'll sort it all out.
Oh yeah, because we have actually spoke about moving the proper battery to where it should be, and the leisure battery back inside the cab where it will be easier and better. So this is just, for now, it's safe. And we have already connected the lights up and checked that they do actually work, which they do. So probably going to try and put you on a time lapse. Tom's got a fancy mounty thing, so I'll probably put you on that. And then, yeah, everything will be all done and dusted. Very easy loom to put in, to be fair. The pictures just made it look a lot harder than it actually was. So, you pleased? How much did this loom cost?
25 quid off the interwebs.
And as easy as that loom was done. It's actually quite an easy thing to do. Pretty self-explanatory. Just unplug the old one, plug the new one back in. And it was quite nice to work on someone else's van, not on mine all the time. So, win-win. Tom is currently showing the van lights on. It is a bit too bright, but there we go. You pleased, Tom?
Yeah!
How long have you had hold of that?
I've had that loom since January, and it's now August.
Good lad.
Do you know why I've had it for that long and I haven't done anything?
Why is that?
I'm scared of electricity.
And also lazy.
And
there's a quick easy video. Hopefully it panned out alright. I know the wind is a little bit bad today, so hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad, and I apologise if it is. If you like the video, please give it a great big thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go hit that subscribe button. Take it easy.